How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Little outdoor. Hopefully this goes well. I don't know. It's the first outdoor review here at the new digs. Just kind of getting used to it, kind of setting stuff up. Is it going to work? I don't know. All I know is I'm going to review this beer, and this is Listermann's Brewing. It is their Just a Beer Mosaic, an NEIPA brewed with Mosaic, and more Mosaic. It's 6.8% alcohol by volume. Comes courtesy of Eric. Thank you very much, dude. He sent me a box of Ohio beers. This is one of the ones in here, and it's one of the more intriguing ones in there. Why? Because he sent me Wholehearted, which I've had a bunch of, which Jackie O's, which I've had a bunch of, but I've never had any Listermann, so I'm kind of, piqued my interest. So here we go. I already read what was on the can, and I think that's pretty much it. Listermann's Brewing Company. They are out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and that's it. If you can see what's on there, I can't because of the shadows and stuff, but it's a little kind of like, it looks like a little homie kind of wiping his eyes or something like that, crying with a hop head. I kind of dig it. So anyway, let's see what we got here. This is the first night it's actually like tolerable to be outside, so I forced my future wife, which is just off camera on the side there, to come out here and endure my craziness setting all these lights up and all that stuff outside. So yeah. Anyway, what do we have here? I mean, you're looking at just, typical NEIPA kind of creaminess. Pinky finger, infinite creaminess on top, super tight compact bubble sands, a couple stragglers, and, that haze for days, baby. So she's looks the part. Let's see what she smells like. Oh, yeah, okay, I can get down with that. A little bit of nice dankiness, a little bit of onion in there, but more kind of like a funky, dirty, slightly wet weediness. But there's like a tropical fruit portion of the show that's pretty awesome, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not gigantic, but it's enough of a fleshy sweetness to kind of bounce off some of that bitterness. Yeah, and there's a tartness to it too. A little bit of acidic tartness, almost like a lime lemon kind of thing going on. I kind of dig it. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's nice. It's nice. It's super soft. I mean, you're talking about, what was ABV on here? 6.8. This drinks like a 4% beer. Let's put it that way. It's that soft. It has that water nerd, drop out all the bitterness thing going on in the taste. While there still is a touch of bitterness left on the back. Nothing too crazy. Just enough to let you know there is a bit of bitterness going on, but it's a very kind of low bittering beer. Typical of the kind of new school kind of NEIPA that's trying to get rid of all bitterness and just give you that kind of juiciness. But the other portion of the show, you're not getting really much of the juiciness either. You're getting a soft kind of mango vibe. You're getting soft tropical fruits, a little bit of candy kind of citrus without that bitterness. And that's pretty much it. It's a very gentle beer, very water nerdy beer. There's just, it's I like it. Let's put it this way, but I like it in the same way someone likes Olive Garden. It's kind of like one of those things where, there's nothing wrong with Olive Garden. You're getting butter and cream and red sauce and meat sauce and butter and fat and cream. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's kind of where this beer lands. Is it a negative? No. It's what the beer wants to be and what they intended the beer to be. But personally, myself, I like a little bit more to it. But viscerally, just knee-jerky, it's pretty tasty stuff, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, it's very kind of, it's a Domino's pizza, and I hate to say that. I mean, I already referenced fucking Olive Garden, what the fuck do I care? But Domino's pizza is kind of maligned, and to the point where a lot of people poop on it, and rightly so, because big beer or big food or fast food and stuff like that kind of sucks. But there's a room for that. There's a room for White Castle. There's a room for In-N-Out. There's a room for Domino's. And if you ever actually like step back and drop the fucking pretension and actually get like a Domino's pizza, it's not bad for what it is. Now, am I trying to say Listermann's is like a big beer kind of pseudo Domino's kind of thing? No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it has tastes and flavors that are simple and enjoyable without trying to get too fucking hoity-toity about it. And I don't think there's a negative thing. If they watch this review, I'm sorry if that comes off negative. I don't mean it that way. I mean it in a very kind of complimentary sense, in that it's you give me this at a party, at a bar, where I'm not sitting around analyzing beer. I'm a pretty happy dude. Let's put it that way. So yeah. Little to no bitterness in the taste. Dropped out almost completely. Enough there to kind of let you know you're drinking something that is an IPA, but without having that kind of bitterness in there. Enough fruitiness above that, which isn't that big to begin with, to give you kind of mango, kind of tropical fruit vibes, and a really epic kind of water nerd mouthfeel that just kind of goes a long way to making you kind of enjoy the fucking beer. So there you go. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better NEA IPAs I've had as of late. I almost want to put it in its own category with the zero bitterness ones. It's not my favorite. I like ones that bring a little more to the table, but it's a fine beer and a tasty beer. Variant availability, I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like, you know, your typical drop out all bitterness kind of any IPA, and you covet the juice, but you want something that's a bit more chuggable and drinkable in a pretty hefty package, because you're almost at 7% here. This will definitely do you proper. Haze Boys, Hop Thoughts, take note. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there, awards and stuff. Massive Beers, type that into Google. Find me doing the social media thing. The podcasting thing, I was going to say, you type in Beer Massive into the podcasting apps, or the YouTubes, or the Googles, or the Alta Vistas, or the Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. He knows where to find me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little Haze Bro beer right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.